and welcome to the Spake Satguru Sivananda. Today's quote is, I will share it. It is the purpose of this life which is invaluable as it spreads before you invaluable opportunities like Tapas, Dhyana, and so on. So human life is a great opportunity to elevate oneself. It is a golden gate for going up. Over to you, Nana.
Namaste. As usual, we have a quote from Guruji, which always, all the other quotes that we have seen, everything is trying to take us to the moola, the base, the beginning. So here again, we are reminded of what is this life. So this going into oneself, an introspection, starts only when you raise above your stage of existence. So Guruji has made a clear distinction between mere existence and actual living. He says living is an action, action-oriented living. Action towards what is a question now. So he says, your actions are towards your material life or living, then it is only existence. As we exist, as the trees exist, as the animals exist, as the other microbes exist, those who cannot see with this naked eye, but still everything exists, the moon, stars, everything is existing in this world. So everything is capsulated in the form of Brahmanda. Whether the Brahmanda is unlimited in our sense, in our experience, but it is also limited. So here, any material, any matter, whether it could be visible or invisible, so that is limited. So even Brahmanda is limited with all the galaxies, all the distances, and everything, but still it is limited, capsulated. So similarly, a man is also a capsulated one. It's only a capsule. When he is capsulated from the original spirit was there, is there, and every time is there. Unending times it is there. But what is the character of that soul, and also the soul within you? Because we can simply say our Atma. Our Atma. When you say our Atma, you are limiting it to your body and mind. So materially is in both ways, It is in the seen form, visible form, and it's also in the unseen form, invisible form. The invisible form, you can take the example of your mind. Mind has no place to stay, has no a clear extent in which it operates. Mind cannot be seen, but mind always looks and thinks about the matter. That is the reason in our spiritual sadhanas, we are told that there is at the heart center, the Padma, instead of looking upwards, it is looking downwards. That is, this mind, which is a part of our consciousness, is always looking down. It is looking into the matter, the material conditions. So we are in the form of existence because of this mind, which is always towards Brahmanda, towards material life. So in spiritual sadhana, what we say, because of this sadhana, you are trying to turn this lotus into upwards. So it comes like this. When it is like this, no, it is in the heart, it comes like this. When it comes, that means, when it is looking upwards, while the mind is looking downwards, it is only material. If it is started looking upwards, it is going from material form to non-material form. So the soul is like that. And the entire soul, which covers the entire thing, unlimited, we do not know. It has no beginning, it has no ending. So from that soul, we have capsulated this part of small soul as into your body. So it is thrust into your body. As we also see the process of the birth of a child, of a baby. So you see that the soul or the Atma enters at any time during the growth of this baby within the womb. So that is different. Prana is different. Prana with the body takes this soul. This soul is entering into the body, and this body is its limit. It's a material limit. This is itself a jail, in other words. So your mind and your thinking is only projected to your mind, and also the world around your body, only your body. What is there? With body, you see the skies and all that, because all these five senses always take you to the material conditions. So here you have to choose what purpose for you are there. If you think for all these material purposes, then there is no question of looking upwards. We always go downwards, and also this and that around our world and around within our world. So that's not the purpose of it, because when the soul has entered this, it has to liberate itself from the capsule. It should go up. Again, it should be able to touch, mingle, mix with the original soul. So this is the process in which, through which, the life will pass on with different stages. So unless you realize this, till then your existence is only existence. It's not exactly human. Even in the human form, we have seen that all these things have pranas and also consciousness, because they work only on instinct. If they are hungry, they eat. If they have some other vision, they do that. But they do not have a goal. If suppose if in the material conditions also we fix up a goal. So I should study well, and I should become this. I should become a collector. I should become an engineer. I should become a doctor. I should become a professor. So these are all the desires. These are the goals. Since you have started your life, since then you will be preparing for that. Your parents will be preparing you otherwise. So you are trying to come up in the material goals. But this material goal goes with your body. And even if your body may stay, you are retired and you have gone. So that, either Guruji says, you should, either you are, whatever you have won and achieved may go even while you are living, or you will be living. That's all. So all material goals are temporary. For you, it is temporary. So when you think of a real thing that has to be achieved, so that real thing is the main purpose of your life. So that's why, every time we have to remember that, for what purpose I have come here, to become a scholar or some businessman or this and that. Was it the purpose? So that purpose was only limited to this life. And because you are getting so many lives later. So the life that you start for achieving the ultimate goal, that is knowing yourself. Yourself is not your body and all that, your positions and all that, your education standards and all that. This is not the knowing. So the knowing the real one within you is the main purpose. So in Sachatkaras, there are so many things. Darshana Sachatkaras would be there. And the light within you, that Sachatkara is also there. And apart from that, mixing with and knowing about the soul that covers the entire thing, unending one, even so many Brahmandas it will be covering. So that Sachatkara is different. In any Sachatkara, again, it is the Aham that is more important. Aham is the more, Aham gives you the entity. So this unending soul, which was the mega soul, that comes when it gets into your body, it is capsulated, and this capsulated is associated with the aham. That aham is associated with your mind. So always you say, you know that this is not yours, but still you say, my body, my eyes, my mind. All these are covered, basically trenched in the feeling of I. So Ramana Maharshi also says, this I, you find out what is this I, who is speaking as I. Is it you? How? Is this body speaking as I? Does it know that it is I? It doesn't know that it exists. It exists only when you think that you are I, my body, my heart, my job, my wife, my children, all that. All these are connected with my, mine, mine, and I. So this ahankara gives you an identity in your body and in your society, in your life. Everywhere, this name has to be identified with I. So I has no name, I has no status by its own. I is not material, but this I is coming from that major soul, the high soul, or Paramatma, or whatever that you can call, you can give the name. All these names are given by us. So that phenomena is, limited into identity, and this identity has come as aham, and this aham is capsulating you in this Brahmanda. So here you are one, and the rest of the things are there. So everything, you are one. You are one not with the Brahmanda, you are one separately with the Brahmanda. Because this I separates you from the entire thing. Like this is my house, that is his house, that is her house. So you are separating yourself. So this separation is the major problem in the beginning of the aham. This aham, how it works, when it realizes its goal, is the most important. That is the beginning of the purpose of life. So when this purpose of life is identified, then he says that, it is not difficult anything anywhere, because nothing is difficult in this world, even in the material gaining, taking the material gains or taking non-material gains, everything, is possible with the sadhana. If you are interested in it, if you are only interested in it, then you are definitely achieving that. But if you have 1,000 things and distributing your mind in different things, you are not reaching anywhere. So that is the major problem that we find. So he says there are invaluable opportunities only when you have an ideal, when you have a goal before you. For other things, I think the opportunities may be different, the opportunities may be limited, and your weaknesses would also come in the way of achieving that. But here, there is no qualification needed. If you think of reaching him, nothing can stop you. So it is invaluable because you can take any form, any tapas or anything, any dhyana or anything, you can take it. And with that, you try that, because there is no chance to going out of it, because you said that this is the only desire. You should say it's the only desire. Whenever you have some material desire later, so that prevents you from reaching this goal. So that is the problem with every one of us, the purpose of life is mainly that we have to fix up, that it's not material achievement, but it should be something non-material thing, and the phenomena, the place of origin, are the you have to identify with that original soul. So this Paramatma has to mingle with the Paramatma. This Atma should mingle with the Paramatma. So with that idea, if you start, the very start is the gate. That's the entry point. The only thing is you should have this desire. Having desire is itself an entry point, because no qualifications, he said, no bar. Nobody is not born. Anybody is not born. Whether educated, uneducated, a scholar or not scholar. The only thing is the desire, the strong desire, and the only desire. That starts the purpose of life. From there it is living. Till then you are only existing. From there it is living. So it's a wonderful quote for everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nana, and see you all again in our next episode. Namaste.